Well, we wanted to do a historical top 50 of chess players of sort of all time, and to do that, we are using the statistics by Jeff Sonax, who has created a site called Chess Metrics. We have gotten some help from Frank Hofmeister, who is a well-renowned chess historian, but then we have still kind of added our own touch. And it's always going to be subjective, and there's no correct answer.
I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you agree with every single ranking, because usually when you publish lists, what could go wrong? Who would disagree with anything? But yeah, it's been fun, and I hope you like it.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. Welcome to my match against Liem Quang. Thank you all for following. Sorry about the little time change, but this match should be very exciting. And also, it's a warm up for the upcoming match between Aronian, and Magnus Carlsen, which is definitely a big match. But this one is also very interesting. Liem Quang is not as well known as other top players, but it's been 2700 for almost a decade. And he's a very strong blitz player. He plays online blitz every week, and especially with the pandemic, he plays a lot of online games and whatnot. So this is going to be a very tough match. Yeah. So I played e4. He plays the Carucan. Carucan is his usual repertoire this year. He also plays the Sicilian and also some e4, e5, but lately he likes playing the Carucan against anybody. I'm not sure why exactly. I mean, the Carucan gives up slightly more space. He does a very good reputation in correspondence games and in theoretical games. Black usually equalizes after making a few accurate moves. But still, I thought e5 or c5 were easier openings. Like, for example, Magnus does not play the Carucan with black. But, yeah, we'll see. g5. Yeah, my analysis, I mostly analyze bishop e7. But, yeah, g5. g5, he wants to go bishop h6, I assume. Yeah, I haven't really looked at g5. So what, knight e4, bishop e7. Yeah, I just, like in the last match, I should just try to play fast because Liam is very tricky. So play knight e4, play bishop e7, and then g4, knight h4, fg5, knight e5. Should I play g4 or should I play rook d2? I honestly have no idea. I can grab the bishop pair, right, with knight g5. Maybe that's a safe choice. Just grab the bishop there. Can I grab the bishop there? Do you have anything else? Knight g6, bg6. Okay, I'm take up. Yeah, I'll play fg5. Then he takes on e5. And then bishop d4, knight g6, h4, rook g8. I don't know. Or maybe he'll just play rook g8 here. Try to attack my pawn on g5. Yeah, rook g8 looks like the move. Yeah, rook g8. Sorry about just adjusting camera. The rook g8. And then it's not clear what I should do. Maybe, okay, place knight e5. I'm definitely missing something here. But I thought rook g8 was more accurate because now after knight g6 I have h4, h5. Maybe you can play knight d3 check also. That's an option. Knight d3, king b1, e5. I have good compensation for the pawn, but still, a pawn is a pawn. Bishop d3. Okay, king b1. You can castle maybe. Yeah, castle short. And I should probably grab this guy. Don't know. Rook d1. Yeah. Okay, it's hard to say what's happening here. His king's a bit stuck on the back rank. So after knight g6, knight f6 an option. Yeah, it's not much, but it's playable. Play knight f6, bishop f6. Bishop takes, rook d3, knight f4, rook b7, can play b5. Yeah, it's a playable position for both sides. It's hard to say who's better. I'm a bit ahead on the clock, but that can easily change. Yeah, e5 is a possibility. I could play rook e3. Yeah, rook e3. I don't know. He'll probably try to play actively, like rook c5 or something. Yeah, because if he plays rook e8, then I could consider rook e4, preventing e4. Yeah, rook c6. Thought I could take that pawn, right? King g7. Yeah, he's got activity, but I'm a pawn up. I can play some rook f5, h3. Very unclear. a4, rook c4. Maybe I'll just play h3, take it slow, protect this g4, because I was planning to advance with a4. Yeah, I'm gonna clean pawn up. If I can bring my king, I'd have very good chances to win. But as of the moment, my king is very passive. Yeah, rook c6. Can I not play rook c3? Rook c3, take, b c3, f5, g5, f4, king c2. Yeah. Right? Does that make sense? Yeah, I think if you take, he loses. So he couldn't take. King g6. Let's play rook f3. Try to cut off his king. Don't know. How do I make progress here? His rook is still very active, of course. Yeah, he's gonna try to be annoying in that regard. Try to cut off my king from the 4th rank. We'll see what happens. I have some rook e3, rook e4 ideas. Yeah, the question for me now is how exactly to make progress. Don't really know. I'll play rook e3. Yeah, if he plays rook b4, I have rook e3. And then some rook e4 ideas so my king can cross the 4th rank. Liem is a very active player. So he always seeks for activity in most positions. Now he probably should play rook e5, yeah. But at least my king is slowly making slow progress, yeah. Rook d3. King g5, rook d6 wins, right? I think king g5, I have rook d6. Okay, rook d6, rook e3. He has that. Yeah, shoot, I missed that move. Rook e3 check, rook d3. Yeah, still trying to be annoying. But I'm up on the clock. This endgame's a bit harder to win than I thought it would be. So check, king g6, play rook b5. He can play rook e3. Go for that. Looks winning for me, doesn't it? Am I imagining things? This reminds me of my endgame with Vidit in the World Cup played last year. I have a passed 8 pawn. b5, b4. Rook c4. f5 I take. King e6. Okay, f5, yeah. Take. Rook d4. Rook d7 is a threat. I don't know, man. It's like a theoretical draw. And I freaking messed it up. Yeah, probably messed it up. Yeah, that's annoying. Yeah, king on e8. Yeah, so it's very fortunate to save the game. But yeah, don't know how I messed it up. Okay, doesn't matter. Yeah, he's just in time. Oh wait, maybe I should have played something. King d7. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, rook c2. Yeah, so annoying. Okay, whatever. Let's go to the second game. Okay, time to move on. Well, I expect him to play e4 with the white pieces, unless I'm wrong. First, Liam now currently lives in St. Louis, so he was my teammate actually for many years in the Webster University. We've won national championships together. So I know him quite well as a player. We've worked for a while in the past. We played a lot of sparring games. So he and I, we kind of know each other play styles a little bit too well. Yeah, he played this interesting move h4. I think it's a novelty. I'm sure he's got it prepared, but I think my king is still in the center, so I have opportunities to castle long in the future probably. Yeah, of course it's still a bit annoying, but I think I'll just castle long. So he has no attack. Maybe queen e7 was not the most accurate move. But if he takes with the bishop, I have queen b4, check, right? And then I take the pawn on b2. Yeah, I should focus because, you know, like last game was a big missed opportunity to take the lead. Queen d2. Yeah, I mean, he's got compensation for the pawn because of the open b file, and he's got dark square control, but I honestly don't think it's sufficient. Yeah, he can play that too. I'll activate my knight because my knight was very passive on f8. So I'll play knight d7, knight d5. Yeah, again, this is a very interesting and tough match. I think Clem is an underrated blitz player because he's not as well known as like Levon, right, or Grischuk, but I think he's pretty much underrated. He can beat anybody on a good day. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting match. I don't know. I'd assess my chances against him 50-50, or maybe I'm a slight favorite, but whatever. Fe5. Can I take with the knight? No, I'll just take with the pawn, right? Then g8. My knight on d7 is very solid. I'm still up a pawn. I have some play on the g file. My king can be hidden with b6, king d7. I'm pretty satisfied right now. But yeah, I'm well known not to convert my advantages. So in blitz, having advantages, just one thing. You still have to convert them. But one good thing is I'm a bit ahead on the clock at all times. Because like in my other match against Maxim, I think once we get a chaotic position and we each have a few seconds, I think I'm going to be in huge danger there. If we each have 30 seconds. Should I play rook g6 or should I chop that knight off? Rook g6, bishop g5, rook e8, right? If it's threatening knight g7. Or should I just chop that knight off? Bishop f5, rook f5. Maybe. Not exactly what I want to do, but I have rook g8 coming next move. His pawn on g2 needs constant protection. And if he moves his rook from a1, then a2 is hanging. So, yeah, black is definitely better, this position. But he can meet rook g8 with rook f2. Keep everything defended at the moment. So I play some b6. The king can hide on b7 if needed. I really want to play knight f6, right? Should I take and rook g8? Now if I can activate my knight on b7, yeah, now d3 is weak, right? I'm threatening knight takes d3. And if he plays bishop e3, he doesn't play bishop e3. I'm gonna take the pawn on d3. I'm gonna have insane complications. He can probably play rook f7 here. Rook f7, queen d6. I mean, black should be winning objectively, but people can make tons of mistakes very easily. I'm threatening queen g6. Yeah, queen g6, right? Rook h3. Play rook h3. Knight c5. Did I just miss something there? I don't think I did. Yeah, I'm winning up 2 pawns here. Picking up e4, picking up c3. Picking up a lot of pawns. He's got a pass g pawn. I got a lot of pass pawns. Yeah, no, this is the game. Okay, good game. Finally, I didn't mess my advantage up. Yeah. But I should have scored that first game. That was pretty bad play. But whatever, I should have lost many games during the past. Whatever. So I'll just play e4. Okay, yeah. So I wasn't sure if he was gonna play all Caro-Kann today, like he did against what's his name? Against Fabiano. Fabiano, he played all Caro-Kann, right? Knight f3, d5, d3. I actually watched Fabiano's stream that day. Fabiano always talks very good things about chess. He's always very theoretical. And he talks more about the moves than compared to Levon. Levon talks more about words and stories. But Fabiano is very theoretical, so it's very interesting to watch his streams. So I actually watched that. Yeah, and in that match, Liam played all Caro-Kann defense every game. So I actually thought he'd do the same thing today, but he plays e5 and c5 too, so. Yeah, bishop d3. There's a lot of theory in this position. Black can play knight g3, knight d2. He can play, what's the other move? Knight f5. Yeah, knight f5. I put this rook, right? Rook, is it rook e1 or rook fe1? Jeez. second. Rook fe1. Knight takes d4. I don't remember exactly which rook to use on e1. e1 or d1. I mean e1 or ae1. Probably doesn't matter too much, but the difference is that if I use the a rook, the other rook would be protecting f2. Well, if I use the f rook, my other rook could come to d1 quickly. So maybe a rook was more accurate to keep f2 defended. Yeah, I played like this against Peter Spidler in the Singfield Cup 2017. I had the black pieces, but I think in that game, Peter used the a rook. I have to check if rook ae1 or rook fe1 was better. But here I have some e6 stuff, right? e6, queen e7, a4. I think. Wait, I thought queen e7 was the move after e6. But why? I can play rook d1, right? Rook d1, queen e8. No, rook d1, queen c7 too. Wait, can I play queen e6, king h8, and then some knight e5, and then queen f6? Whew. If I use the other rook, f2 would be protected right now. But there's no time to cry. I'll play a4 after king h8. Don't know if that move makes sense. I'll play it anyway. Just in some lines, I'm threatening a5 and kick his bishop away. But I'm pretty sure black is all right here now. So I mix up something. You know, it's just queen g3 ideas. Queen g3, I have queen b6. Okay, he just wants queen f7. Queen c2, b2. Maybe queen c3 and a5. Whatever. I just need to play fast. Like the other match. Play fast. Rook ae8 is what he could do right now. Rook ae8. Rook takes, rook takes, rook takes, queen takes. Yeah, equal. Is it equal? Yeah, I guess it's absolutely fine. a5, bishop c7, and a6. Yeah, I have nothing here. He's threatening queen e2. So I play a5, bishop d8. He reroutes it to f6. Play queen b4, queen e7. I have to be careful here because my pawns could get vulnerable in the endgame. But should be a draw, right? Queen e7. Maybe I won't trade. I'll play queen b8 check. Bishop takes a5, queen b8. Bishop d8, queen a7. And yeah. Probably just equal, hopefully. You can play queen d8, right? Threatening queen d1 mate. But I can just play some g3 stuff. Oh, nice. Queen b7, bishop h2. Actually didn't see that coming. G3, bishop A5. Yeah, play A6. Queen takes A6. Bishop B6. Yeah. H4. Chaotic position. Maybe I should just offer it though. Whatever. Your king's a bit vulnerable, but I mean the position is totally equal. Queen C5, I have Queen E2, protecting the pawn. And his king is slightly vulnerable, but his bishop on B6 is very powerful. So just make a few moves. E2. Hopefully scare him a bit with his clock. G2. Okay, now my knight is pinned. H2, third knight G4. Probably should play H5, then go back to F3. Alright. You can play bishop D4 too. Oh my gosh. Such a chaotic game. Queen D2, Queen D5, Queen C3, check, King F7, Knight G5, King F5, wow. Didn't actually believe that move works, King F5. King is very vulnerable there, but at the same time, very active also. I win the pawn on C6. What the f? King G4? King G2, right? Just over. Yeah, I almost use yeah. Don't know what that game was about. That was a weird game. Anyway, time to move on. Each game is another day. So just gotta forget about the past and try to take each game as the first game, the match. Let's see if he's got any ideas against the Berlin. He likes to play against the Berlin. Although I think the positions he's getting are objectively equal. Wonder if he'll play H4 again. Yeah, VIE actually prepared this in the morning, this knight B6 stuff. So doesn't hurt to do a bit of preparation, even for blitz games. Just a tiny little bit. I played this types of position with both colors within the previous year and this year. I don't know. White has a better pawn structure, but black has the bishop pair. So the position is probably close to even, close to equal. But both sides have chances here. Personally, I like the bishop pair, so I don't mind playing this position with black at any point. But it's easy to get a bad position also, because you make a few natural moves. If you make a few inaccuracies, could easily get worse. But I think bishop e3 was a bad move. I thought he had to play h3 to prevent bishop g4. Because now e4 lacks protection, so he cannot take with the pawn. Bishop e4, c5, he wants e5. Wow. c5, e5, that's insane. f5, bishop e5. Well, let's spin the guy. Yeah, h3, bishop h5. Does he want to play g4 there? h3, I should play bishop h5 because I don't want to give up the bishop pair for no reason. Yeah, is there a reason? No, I should keep the bishop pair. And he can play g4 if he wants, but that is very how do you say it? That it's very committal. QF7? Should I play Queen F7? What else do I have? Bishop E5. Bishop E5. I'll play Queen F7 and tidy up some knight C4 so I can free up this knight. He can play G4 and Queen B3 to third queens. I'm sure he has many other possibilities, but in a blitz game, there's not really much time to think. So I'm not sure where I went wrong, or if I went wrong. Now I can take on F3, right? And then double his pawns. Bishop F3, GF3. The thing is though, I can't play knight D7 because A7 is hanging. So that's a bit of annoyance. What should I do? Tell me, what should I do? Should I just take an A6? Yeah, take an A6. That seems very slow. Rook AB1, knight D7. Don't know. Probably the positions are all equal. Hopefully, I'm not worse. Okay. We're reaching a critical part of the game. I'm quite happy that these kingside pawns are weak. They're vulnerable in the endgame. But he has active rooks in the center after rook ad1. So I don't know. Should I take on b3 or not? Queen b3, a b3. That's the question actually, right? Should I take on b3? Maybe I won't take. Not sure if I should. Should I take with the rook? With king. Take with king. Oh, maybe I should take him with the rook. Oh yes, bishop a7. Rook a8, bishop c5, which I totally missed. Didn't he have bishop c5 there? Yeah, I think he had bishop c5 after rook a8. But now he's given me new life. Because now I have b6 and bring knight to c4. My position is very decent. He had bishop a7, rook a8, bishop c5. That would have been unpleasant because d7 was hanging. But here, after knight b3, I can play knight c4, followed by a5. f4 is not exactly what I expected because yeah, this endgame should be at least equal for black, right? Because I get my king to e6. No one can kick him there. Like c4, I can play king e6, c5, bishop e7. Black should have no problemos. Yeah, king e6. Yeah, one good thing about streaming or bantering while playing is that you can speak out your calculations out loud, and then you calculate the most obvious moves, and then when your opponent makes a move, you can respond very quickly, so you actually save a lot of time. Yeah, I think I'll take with the c pawn, because if I take with the a pawn, you can play rook c1, bishop d2, and get a pass a pawn. You don't want to give him a pass a pawn. But I think if I play rook d8, it's just a draw, right? Rook d8, take, bd2, be7. So let's play rb8, yeah? And play b4, rook b5. Rook d8, take, bishop d2. I think it's just a draw. Bishop e7, bishop b4. Let's play b4. I don't see why not. Why not? Yeah, rook a5. Can I play h5, or is that too idiotic? h5. Why would anyone play h5, right? I'll play it anyway. I want to cut off his king. You know, he's got this stuff. Take maybe. Rook a3. Bishop g1. I can try some g5 stuff. Activate my bishop on the other side. I don't know. The only good thing I have is his clock is very, very low. And I'm up a pawn. Got some a5, a4. Okay, play fast. This position is absolutely nuts. We'll just play fast. No clue, man. No clue. No absolute clue. A2. What does that do though? A2. Subswang? Whatever, man. If it's a draw, it's a draw. But yeah, it's probably a draw. You got a rook up 7. I missed this rook up 7 idea. E7. Yeah, it's just a draw. Rook a7 now. Oh, his guy even got this move, which I shouldn't have allowed. Oh well. All's well that ends well. I think need some chances. But maybe not. Maybe the rook ending was just objectively a draw. Okay, let's play this same line again if he plays e4. And I'm gonna try to deviate with rook a e1. Is rook a e1 the move there? Don't remember. Yeah, this line has become quite popular in the last few years. I think Levon Aronian also played it a few times with white. Who else played it? Levon Aronian has played this with white. I think Lenier Dominguez. Who else? Peter Spidler. Sergei Karyakin. But yeah, this line has become very popular. Wait, he debated with knight g3. Wait, what's the theory here? Fg, bishop d3, rook fd1. Or is it rook fd1? You played knight g3, yeah, sure. Knight g3, I think fg3 was the move there, right? Bishop d3, rook ed1, and then knight a4 after the bishop moves. But didn't check exactly. Now if he can take on e3 here, then I could take with the rook or the pawn. f6 is possible, of course. We play rook e1. We play knight b6. Let's take the bishop, because that bishop could be very annoying on the dark squares later. Queen takes b6, maybe. Then, okay, he takes with the pawn. I was expecting queen b6. Rook e1, anticipating the opening of the e file. Yeah, if e5, knight e5, at least I have a nice knight in the center. And I'm turning e at 6, followed by bishop g5. I'm a bit ahead on the clock, so I think I'm slightly better. So I think I can be satisfied with the outcome of the opening. But we'll see. Sometimes Liem plays like I don't know, like a machine. Like I've sparred with him some days, and some days he's just virtually unstoppable. Like I think I lost with him 3 games in a row before on sparring games. Some days he just had really, really good days where he can beat anybody. So hopefully it's not today. I'm a bit surprised about knight g6 because he allows double pawns, but he doesn't care. Yeah, now these double pawns on the g file are a bit double-edged because on one hand they could become strong, but on the other hand they're still double pawns. I mean, his king on g8 could have protection. Okay, I'll be careful. Bishop e5, rook a8, queen c2. Does he have some knight d4 tricks there? Maybe I should play queen c3 after rook a8. But then he has knight d6. Bishop g3. Yeah, I have to be a bit careful. My pawn on f2 is under attack. Yeah, so for a moment there, I got a bit frightened by some knight e3, but it doesn't work. So rook ae8, threatening knight takes d4. And then I probably should play queen c3, although queen c2 was also a possibility. Okay, anyway, just focus. Knight d6, I have bishop g3. So it's still safe. Yeah, the pawn structure is just very odd in the game. He's got these double pawns, but my pawn structure isn't ideal either, because if you count the pawn islands, I have 3 pawn islands, and he only has 2. So you can actually argue that Black's pawn structure is not worse at all. Shall should I take that knight? Yeah, I don't really want the knight to get to c4. So I should just be a professional player, right, and just play solidly. Yeah, it's probably a draw now because I have no way to make progress. Can I play a4? That's the question. a4, b6. Let's play a4, b6. Then you play b3, c5, d5, b5, a5, c4. Totally clear. What should I play, man? Queen g5, c5, queen e8, king h7. Play h4, c5, dc, bc, a5. What's happening there? I have no idea. Okay. Just play logically, play fast. And hope for the best. c5. Oh! I was meant to play g3. Why did I choose the queen? Man. qc7. How could you mouse flip that? But I meant to play g3. Anyway, queen g4, c5, 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 H5, C4. Yeah, okay, that's not good. What I'm gonna do? Yes, Queen E1. I have no idea what's happening here. Should just make a check. Yeah, just draw, right? Check. Can I play for a win? I guess not. Okay, King H7. Yeah, no, my king's too vulnerable. Yeah, it's just a draw. Okay, that was a very solid game from both sides. That was my least interesting game of my Banter series so far. But all is good. Haven't made any blunders yet or mouse slips. Serious mouse slips. So we play this line again. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with what I'm getting, right? F6. I mean, I'm getting comfortable positions with this line. So let's stick to this. One good thing about this games compared to, I don't know, rapid games or classical games is that the players have no time to prepare in between the matches, in between the games. So don't really have time to prepare for an improvement. Just gonna have to play the usual stuff. Is it knight e6 or bishop e6? I think I'll play knight e6, prevent d4. My bishop on c8 will find work later after b6 and stuff. Yeah, b4 go e7. He cannot play d4 because takes, and then b4 is hanging. Yeah, he plays what? a4? a4, that makes sense. I probably reply b6. Or king h8. Getting a bit tired playing strong people. Yeah, he was getting ready to match in d4 there. And my bishop on c8 is a bit passive. What do I do? If I play rook d1 and d4. But who cares, right? I just play king h8, get my king out of the way, play queen e8, get my queen out of the way. If he's slightly better there. Guess it's possible he could be a bit better, but he has to watch out for d4, ed4, cd4, cb4, grabbing a pawn. Maybe. That's why I take first. Makes sense. d4 now. Don't I have queen a4, yeah? Queen a4, let's go. Yeah, again, I have a bishop pair. I have some trumps. Had a sip of chocolate milk there. Try to get my energy levels back in. What game number is this? This is the 6th game. Yeah, I feel like my energy level's getting a bit low right now. Never a good sign in a match. Yeah, because yesterday I also played an online event That was also very thrilling. And the other day I played against Maxime and against Shankland. So yeah, lots of online events these days, which you'd never expect to happen. But this year is a totally different year from before. Rook c1, I attack the guy. Yes, I think I'm doing very well. Very well. Very happy. I have b5. Oh, maybe I should play b5 there. That was a shame. I should play b5. b6, knight c6. Yeah. By b6, knight c6, bishop a3, rook a1. That's not good. There. I'm guarding the knight on a4. I'm threatening bishop takes a3. I should play b5 right away. And then I have bishop a3. Rook c2. Rook c2. What now? c5 maybe. f5 also. Knight d5. Bishop g4. Wait, what do I play here? And a5 is annoying. Oh, he's threatening rook a1. c5, rook a1, bb2, rook a4. Does this move work? I have no clue. Bishop d4, b4. Bishop d4, I have b4, right? Rook b2, knight b2, cb4, knight a4. Insane endgame. I mean, it's still not clear. He has to play bishop d4 or this too. Rook b5, a6. Right? Yes, I'm up on exchange, man. The rook c8. They have rook c8. I'm up on exchange. And no one cares. Bishop d5. Okay, if I can trade the rooks, I'd win right away, right? But he's being very annoying. He doesn't want to trade rooks. Bishop d4, knight f5. All good so far. No blunders. Aha! He has to trade rooks. Because there's a trap. Yes. Well done. Just give me that. So sorry about that. Just didn't wanna run to the bathroom in the middle of the game. But okay, he also plays this Sicilian. But he usually plays Sicilian with knight c6, I think, Sveshnikov stuff. Again, this line was wait, I have to play bishop f6 first. Such a dummy. Oh my gosh. I was supposed to play bishop f6 first and then ed5, and then I just took that pawn without thinking. Come on, man. You can't do things like this. Such a dummy. So now Now I'm just worse with white. Just worse with white. Probably have knight b4 here, right? Yeah, I was supposed to play bishop f6 and then ed5. I just played too fast. See what bathroom breaks can do. Just ruin your concentration. But hopefully I can equalize with white. Okay, time play theory. Maybe the chocolate milk will help. Okay, so I'm up by 3 points and we got 4 games to go. Of course, anything can happen, but I should avoid being a total idiot and losing all my games, which can happen very quickly. So I should be very focused, actually. Don't want to lose 3 games in. Don't want to lose 3 games and draw 1 out of 4. Don't want to do that. So I have to be very concentrated. Rook d8, I have knight b5. Not that it does anything. Rook d8. Yeah, knight g5. Let's just play knight b5 just to annoy him a little bit, but absolutely it does 0. It does 0 damage at all. But now his pawns on b6 and a7 could be a bit shaky. Because he can never play a6 without weakening the pawn b6, right? So his knight on c6 has to stay there for a while. Make sure those pawns are guarded. He can play some h5, king g6. Get his kingside majority moving. Yeah, he goes for other way. But here I thought I have h4, g4, f4. And if he plays h6, I get the open. h5. Yeah, g4, f4. Yeah, I think Liem... gh4, rook h1, rook g8, rook h4. Okay, g takes h4, rook h1, rook g8, rook h4, rook g2, rook h7, king g6, rook c7, knight b4. Very unclear. But he's not threatening checkmate, right? Or anything nasty yet. He can play h3, g4, h5. That could possibly be annoying. Whew. Let's just play like this. King g6. Can I play rook h6? King g7, knight d6. Rook h6, king g7, knight d6. Threatens knight d8. Or should I just play rook c7? Rook c7. Rook c7 looks safe and sound. It looks safe and sound. Or do I play rook h6? Okay. Rook h6, king g7, knight d6. Rook c7, bishop d5, f4, rook e2. I'm definitely misplaying this, yeah? Oh, he's got knight d5. Yeah, so I should have played rook h6. That's such a... Okay, I messed that up. What do I do? f4, knight a2, no, b3, a3, he's got knight d5. I missed that knight d5 stuff. Okay, don't freeze. Yeah, messed that up. Messed it up so bad. Messed that up so bad. Yeah, I think when he played rook d1, maybe I should take with the king or something. This proved to be more dangerous than I thought it would be. Yeah, it's a good game. One time to drink my chocolate milk. Time to take a deep breath and move on. Move on. Okay, let's see what he wants. E4. You can play d4 too. You can play e4, d4. I can play knight f3. This year he's been playing a lot of e4, but of course his main repertoire is e4 stuff. Yeah. c4. You can play Queen's Gambit accepted. Or I can play e6. Excuse me. Yeah, he plays like Hikaru. I mean, Hikaru plays this with white sometimes. CD5 or B3. Black should be fine, but not so easy to play over the board. Bishop B2. Bishop B2 can play knight C6 there. CD5. CD5. Bishop E2. D takes C5. Knight takes D4. What's the theory here? If it check and Bishop A3? Don't remember. It doesn't matter. I should just play better. That last game was pretty bad, but of course Liam played very well too. But I should try to play better chess this game. Bishop A3 takes. Try to play a bit better. Can play H4, activate the rook that way. H4, what do I do? Knight D4 and Bishop F5. Does that make sense? H4, Knight D4, Queen D4. Bishop E6, H5, H6, G3, Rook C8, King G2, Rook C2. Yeah. As expected, plays H4. Play H6. I can play G3 something. G3, King G2, Bishop F3. Hopefully I'm fine. At the very least, he doesn't have Rook H3 or Rook H4, Rook G4 because my bishop covers that fed diagonal. Yeah, Bishop D3 is fine. Queen C5 he takes, yeah? Okay, whatever. Let's go into endgame. Hopefully I hold this slightly worse endgame. I mean, my pawn on D5 is vulnerable. And also maybe G7. But at the same time, not so easy for him to make progress. He can play Rook A4, probe a little bit, Rook A4, Rook B4. Yeah, slightly worse endgame. Don't know why I went for it, but I did. So let's just focus with what we have now. Bishop e2, rook c2, baby. Rook b2. Probably a stupid move. Bishop d5, rook c2, rook f1, bishop d5, rook d5. Okay, rook f1, bishop takes, rook a2, check, king 7, rook d7, f6, rook b7. Rook c5, g4, rook g5, I have f5. What's up there? Or should I just play rook d2? Okay, rook b7, we play rook c5. g4, I play f5. g4, I have f5, right? Of course, it's still not easy to defend this. g4, f5, rook d1, rook c2, rook d7, rook f2. Doesn't seem that bad for me. So g4, I'll just play f5 and see how he wants to beat me. I'm up on clock, so that's my only advantage in this game. I think black should be holding, right? Yeah, b4. Oh, wait, I should have gone rook d5. Or should I? Take, check, king f4. Wait, rook h5, rook g1, rook f5, king e4. Aha! Let's trade this. Let's trade that annoying passer. This should be a draw, right? Got 2 pawns, I got 2 pawns, he's got pass e pawn. She's gonna try to push right now. Okay. Takes. Yeah, this is a draw. He's gonna play. Should I take with the h pawn, man? H pawn, king g4. Yeah, I'll take with the h pawn. King g6, check. King f7. Should I play g6? Okay, wait. Yeah, I guess I made it harder. I shouldn't have doubled my pawn. I don't think he can make much of a progress, but we'll see. Rook d5, I can take the guy, right? King f6. King e5, king g5, king d5. Draw. Draw? Is it a draw? Yeah, it's a draw. Yes. Tricky endgame. Almost won. What do I mean? Okay, let's see if he plays the Sicilian again, and then I won't play ED5. That was okay. Let's play what my intention was. Take first, and then ED5. Then knight C3, then castle. Okay. Bishop E6. Castle. If again, this is my preparation against Maxim. Rook C8, Bishop E5, Bishop H6, Knight B5. Okay, or F5 first. Yeah, that's also playable. But F5, so that Bishop B5, Rook C8, Rook E1, Bishop G7, Knight A5, or something like that. Or maybe Knight C5. Knight C5, King E7. Okay, Rook C8, I have Knight A5, Bishop B4. Okay, place Rook C8, Rook HE1, Bishop G7, Knight C5, Castle, or King E7. Maybe King E7. Oh yeah, he played A6. I don't recall seeing A6. My preparations. Or probably did, but it's not what computer recommends. Take, Rook E1, BG7, Knight C5, King E7. I have Knight D3. Right? BG7, Knight A5. Rook C8, Rook D6. Or Knight C5, King E7, Knight D3, right? Oh, he has F6. Knight C5, King E7, Knight D3, F6. Knight F4, E4, Knight C5. Should I play Knight A5? Knight E5, Rook C8, Rook D6. That looks very good, to be honest with you. Yeah, F6, F4, E4, Knight C5, Rook D8. It should be good for white. But I'm starting to have doubts. Okay, wait, F6, F4, right? That makes sense. E4, Knight C5, Rook D8. Take. Should be okay for me. Okay, Knight C5. Okay, E4. I have some G4 ideas also, right? In the end. So E4, Knight C5, Rook D8, takes, then G4. He's got the bishop pair, but I win a pawn. And a pawn is a pawn. Also, his pawns are broken on the queen side. A6 and C6 there. And they can be very vulnerable. G4 makes super tempting. Take, G4. Wait, take, G4, he has bishop H6. That makes sense. Yes. Whatever, man. This is blitz. Can't really spend a couple of minutes thinking. Yeah, too bad I don't have Knight E4 because of he's got back rank threats. Yeah, so if my king were on C1, I could play Knight E4. But right now I cannot. That's okay. King F7, I have Knight B7. Right? King B7, Knight B7, Rook D5. Knight B7, Rook D5. Knight D6. Not totally clear. I'll go for it anyway. I could have just played Knight G3. But hey, we're